Yo, what it is.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Denver. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On play action, it's Carr. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Your back,
they were able to win last week despite being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory.
She gets Sam in the headlock.
They've got it to the 28-yard line. Carr out of throw.
You got to fight her
That's
like a
complete
real
to his tight end, Waller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Had the offense coming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game. And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. And oh, it's and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 40, 20, and all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now.
Give me that shit. That should give me a headache.
The team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
14.
Throwing is Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, no.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
Let me see what
and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's Johnson with a reception.
Damn,
Touchdown.
Deontay Johnson is fucking ripping this nigga a new asshole.
Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening.
But he got 180 yards in the first quarter, bro. And 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18
Yeah, he effing these niggas in the A. He effing these niggas in the A.
Ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Seeing if I can advance.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
He done, man.
Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
He done.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't
I was surprised that he even done it to begin with.
Expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Carr.
Come on, Devontae.
He gets this to Davante Adams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun. They will only muster a yard here to the 38. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he works free. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 32. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down. Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. throwing his car on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You got Russell Wilson.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Strong right. Strong right. You got 3 down. 3 down. Mike, I got one.
Wilson will throw again. He completes this to Sutton.
Damn, why you let him get out of bounds?
Side of midfield at the 45.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Buying time is left. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Now it's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. That's complete, Okuegbunam. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this, and down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Wilson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
It's just me and you. Further. Right there. Mike 5. Squeeze, double. Mike 5. Come on.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
Yeah, Avery.
Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Oh, he did the diver shit now, too?
He's not doing it like Tommy, though.
Here's Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get this well past midfield.
He's doing it to keep me in. He's doing it to keep me in bounds and shit. Putting me in animations.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Carlson now to kick this one away.
On her live stream talking about, no, I'm running this shit up. Fuck this nigga.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here.
That shit had me rolling. I said, this nigga's crazy.
You caught smooth bottle.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles.
I forgot who. I think Cryer the one who sent it to us too.
Almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times.
Yeah, I was like,
Cryer will have a chance to win this game. That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move.
Got me
there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Ain't that right, Ghost?
On first down, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson.
Because I want to be fucking with the alkaline.
And that is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
That was crazy. I said, don't act like you didn't grow up on this shit.
Oh, no, you know what I'm saying? I prefer not to, but, you know.
Conversion as they come up on third down.
Yeah. With some ice, nigga. She's like, you don't boil it?
Now it's Wilson.
It's time to boil this shit.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a throw here, hauled in.
What John Short
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Mike 40, Mike 40. Go. Run it. 40's Mike. Don't get nervous.
Wilson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd, and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
The Bucks again.
And he'll get it up to the
33-yard
line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the
That's the thing. You can't say you top 3, but you want to build a team, bro.
Offensive lineman, that makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now he'll escape to his right.
That should be me.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Right.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now. Counter play with Jacobs. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. To throw his Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there for the Raiders. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos
I don't really be agreeing with KG,
but
his recent comments.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Nigga should be a fucking MVP right now.
Right.
At least have one.
No, yeah, that little rush that KG had, or no, KG hit that shit right on the head, bro.
No. He should have a fucking MVP. There's no reason why he shouldn't.
Your skill set and your athleticism, bro, is just going too crazy for you to be out here being pedestrian, bro.
Right. You still in your prime.
Yeah.
What is it, about 28, 29?
This drive started. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Oh, yeah, you ain't never hear back from the toxic.
Hand off here to Drake.
Oh, bro. Oh.
And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Jacobs, and he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Raiders are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
I just don't know. I don't even want to think about that. I just hope that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? It is what, that toxic that you have 2 profiles or what, bro? You get jammed, you can't fucking pay your bills. What happened, you know?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did
that's
before
around the time you stop responding.
But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 27, Wilson.
Yeah, let's go.
And that is incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him.
Think that maybe that happened. You know what I'm saying?
Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Yeah, what happened there.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear
right.
You know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind.
I probably hit up Ducky. I think Ducky was
man.
from it.
I'm not going to say that happened, but
Ducky
they certainly
man.
appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot.
Or
in order
not,
to make
at least they play the game
too.
together. Shit.
Oh, okay.
He probably could have a better.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
That's weird.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Exactly at the same time.
And his profile ain't been on in 21
Jacobs
days.
once more. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Let me see.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Game situation. Let's go. 56 the month, boys. 56. Check 56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
And they take a knee.
Oh.
Why things up? Oh.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Las Vegas, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.
New York niggas be just talking crazy. New York niggas be talking crazy. That nigga said that nigga pussy, he was a plate just like you. Oh, hold on, I gotta listen to that shit again. Hold on.
So D. Smith giving you force next round?
Yeah.
Bye, nigga. Bye, pussy, nigga. You hear the audio, nigga? Took that shine, nigga. He pussy. He was a plate, nigga. Just like you are, pussy.
Niggas say that to me. You gotta see me, nigga. You gotta see me. Fuck the bullshit. Pussy, he was a plate. Just like you.
Cryo, shut the hell up.
What you say?
Don't forget. Talking about his force.
Against who?
It don't matter. Fuck his force. And fuck him.
Yeah, man, Pete started the season like 8-9-0. That nigga 10-5.
Hey, bro, you gotta have more than a couple tricks, bro. And he started when Ronnie plays. That shit all good and dandy, but you ain't doing nothing but giving niggas more looks at that shit. Niggas go shut that shit down. Look, and we played in Smoke, the old Smoke, just for shits and giggles, and he running, Pete, he running all the bread and butter shit. He ran Ronnie Play on me. Yeah, he ran Ronnie Play on me on what would have been the game winning drive for him. Ended up losing. I told Ronnie, nigga, this game ain't even matter.